world and go see all these symbols, I have chosen now 5 different symbols that I find important that I think that we will be studying. First, we'll be talking about the Washington Monument. Second, the Lincoln Memorial. Third, the Gateway Art. Fourth, the Statue of Liberty. And fifth, the White House. Now, with all these, they are all important symbols and they all represent different things in our society and within our communities. And we are going to be traveling to each of these places and learning different things about them.
Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is we're going to learn about the Washington Monument. So I'd like for you to turn to your classmates, turn to your partner, and tell them everything you know about George Washington. Who he was, what he did, why is he important to our country. So I'll give you like 30 seconds to do that. Okay, so as a class, we're going to take some notes up on the board of what we know about George Washington. So we know that George Washington was a president. We know things like this. This is where I'll wait for the students to give me answers for what they're saying, what they've talked to their partners about, so I know where they're at and what their knowledge is. So now, class, we're going to go ahead and look at the Washington Monument on Google Earth. So here I've pinned the Washington Monument, and this is what it actually looks like if we're standing in front of the reflection pool that shows the Washington Monument. I want to show you some pictures that are up on the document. So right here there's about 86 pictures that we can look through as a class that gives us a better perspective. So as you're looking at these, I want you to make note of why you think we made a monument for George Washington if he was a president. What made him such a great president that we wanted to make a monument for him? So there's all of these pictures. Some of them that I think are really cool is this one's from the top of it, so you can see the White House is right here, and we'll learn about that a little bit later. And you can see basically all of Washington, D.C., and that's the ocean in the distance there. Here's another one a little bit lower, but you can see what it looks like just out from it. It's another one from up top on the other side. This is the wall up close, so you can see what it's made out of. So there's some more of the reflection pool. Now, on a piece of paper, I want you to write down, finish writing down why you think George Washington needed a memorial created for him. And then, as a class, we're going to discuss that. So go ahead and finish that up. And this is the time where I would learn. It would be more based on what the kids know and what I need to learn about what we would learn as a class about the Washington Monument. So I'd give them a few minutes to write it down, and then we'd learn more about it. Okay, class, so now what you're going to do to finish up this activity, we learned that George Washington was a great president and did a lot of things to start our country and to help our country become what it is today. And so that's why we created a monument, to remember him and to realize his importance in building our country. So what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to create a memorial that would be created for you. So if we were going to create a memorial for Miss Johnson or Miss Cedarholm, maybe we would do a soccer ball for Miss Cedarholm, or for Miss Johnson we would do the state of Idaho or something like that, because that's where she's from. But for you, I'd like for you to create your own memorial for if you did something important that you've done in your life that you want to make a memorial about. I want you to write that down, and if you finish early, start drawing pictures about that memorial.